the Elections Committee of the governing New Patriotic Party has acknowledged the difficulties that marred the Super Delegates elections, leading to the instances of violence, and this includes a reported incident of attack in the northeast region involving an agent of the former Minister for Trade and Industry, Alan Kojo-Chermating, and the public outrage expressed by Kennedy Ohene-Ejapon over perceived attempts to manipulate the elections in favor of a specific candidate by influential figures within the NPP. These instances eventually contributed to Alan's resignation from the NPP to run as an independent candidate. However, chairperson of the National Elections Committee of the NPP, Professor Mike Oquaye, who doubles as the former Speaker of Parliament, says lessons have been learned. He's been speaking to Samuel Mbura.
It's a very, very important exercise. The man who is going to be the flag bearer of the Elephant Party, and we are taking it as a national assignment of great importance. First and foremost, we have established an IPAC with the candidates who will be contesting. The idea is now it's not inter-party, but now it is intra-party, within the party.
And who are the members of the IPAC here?
All the 4 candidates or their representatives. Today's meeting, Honorable Kennedy Ejapon himself was here, but the rest were also represented by their various campaign managers and so on and so forth. And I must let you know that everything has been very, very cordial, because from the very word go, even the basic understanding, it was in the form like an MOU, and every candidate signed to it, all the 4 of them, setting out the parameters, the rules of the game, and so on and so forth. The first thing that we want to, for example, talk about is the police and the Electoral Commission. You see, when an election has got the flavor of just among us, people tend to use all manner of internal party strength in so many ways, because with the party in the parties are they. No. Nobody is going to go there and regulate anything or anyone. If you have a vote, you will be identified, you will go in the usual way, like we vote in Ghana generally, and then cast your vote and leave the inner parameter. You may stand around or you may go home, but you will have no power to direct anything whatsoever. So the police will be fully in charge in this direction. And also the Electoral Commission will let us all vote like we always vote.
So what it means is that this main Congress in November is not going to be different from the Super Delegates Conference in terms of the guidelines?
Oh, basically, but we have strengthened the various parameters to satisfy all difficulties. And you see some of these as we unravel the changes that have been made and the screws that have been tightened, so that everybody will feel very, very, very free.
So, Prof, we know that the NPP is a party that believes in democracy and exhibits same. Would you say that was what we witnessed in your just ended Super Delegates Congress to trim down the number to 5 for the November 4 elections?
If you look at it, generally speaking, it was peaceful. There were some difficulties, and particularly including the complaints that some officials behaved as if they were conducting the election. Now, it's not going to be on the regional level. It's going to be at the constituency level, under the auspices of the EC and also the police. So, if anyone thinks he can sort of show his weight, whether governmentally or party-wise on that election, even the national party chairman will not have a say on that day. It will be a matter between the Electoral Committee and the EC and the police, and we work on it generally and go. And in fact, every peace-loving person should only think of his or her vote. Come cast it and leave the parameters. And we have had meetings with the police in this regard. The EC have attended our meetings in this regard. And we are very, very sure that we are going to put the authority of the actual day's management of affairs fully in their hands.
Would you say you've learned some lessons from the fallouts?
Not too much, but a few assurances just to let them know.
Example?
For example, the executives being part of the process. Then that's why I told you earlier, anything that looks like this is a party matter, and for that matter, this is a national chairman there, or this is the minister here, or anything of that sort.
Okay.
And for that matter also, no official, no person who is even himself a representative of any candidate is going to be able to control the process. So I will call that a detachment. That detachment process will make the whole thing more impersonal and more formal. And I think these are going to strengthen the hands of the relevant persons.
Now, Prof, there were some unfortunate incidents, isolated ones that we saw. One from the Northeast region, they reported attack on one of the agents of Alan Chamantin. We also saw videos that went viral. One of the aspirants also expressing his revulsion against even the president and the vice president.
And we'll bring you that full interview later on the Joint News channel.